All right, so the first thing I want to say is, does anybody know how to do trade reversals? Because right now, Will Fuller, you are killing me. Seriously killing me. Why? Why? That's all I'm going to say. Hey fantasy football community, this is Average Joe's and my name is Steve and I am here for your week 13 waiver wire video. We are into the last week of the regular fantasy football season, at least for most leagues. Hopefully you're doing it right and this should be your last week. So with that said, this is very, very important. A lot of you guys are probably fighting for either playoff spots, maybe that first round bye if you've got them, or just bragging rights to maybe possibly take out a team that is buying for that, playoff spot and you're down at the bottom. So this is a very important week for everybody. So I want to make sure that the waiver wires that I have for you guys are some good pickups for you guys to fill in for any type of possible injuries, suspensions, talking to you, Will Fuller, or of course, just want to have some good matchups. So before we begin, I do want to mention, obviously, there are some bye weeks happening this week, and we'll obviously go into your start and sits for Thursday, but bye weeks are happening, so the Buccaneers and the Panthers are not playing, so not mentioning any of those players as far as waivers go. And then, of course, the waivers I pick, typically I aim for at least 30 to 35% available or more. And then, of course, they have good matchups. Sometimes some of these guys are going to be, obviously, just matchup proof, right? You got to pick them up because they've got, maybe a starting role, things like that due to injuries and stuff. So, but for the most part, I'm always going to talk about waivers that are going to be good matchups for you guys. I want to help set you guys up right. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys who have so far. You guys have absolutely helped this community and helping us really help grow this. We're at 116 as of right now subscribers. We want to get to that 125 mark. And of course, we still have our giveaway. Just comment at your favorite team. Make sure you subscribe and you're already entered. That's all you have to do. And once we hit that 300 subscribe mark, we'll announce the winner for your either an NFL mini helmet or an NFL hat of your favorite team. So please, again, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment your favorite team down below. Let us know who they are. So that way you guys are entered. That way you guys can get some cool stuff right before the holidays. That's what we're aiming for, obviously. We would love to give you guys that stuff. And thank you guys. We've hit the highest view mark. A lot of you guys have really given us some good feedback. So again, thank you guys out there for watching our video and really giving us the feedback that I think we love. I mean, I love helping you guys with NEC Fantasy Insight, and of course, you guys helping us grow this content for you. So let's get right into the waivers, okay? So the first guy I want to talk about is Taysom Hill. Yeah, I'm mentioning him, okay? Drew Brees, who knows what's going to happen the rest of the season? They may just shelf him, right? They don't know yet. There's a lot of uncertainty. Taysom Hill is not an amazing quarterback, okay? He's still going to learn. He played, a more aggressive Tim Tebow last week, okay? But he still put up about 14 points. He's available in about, I would say 45% of most leagues. He's going against Atlanta. First game he started was against Atlanta. He actually did a really good job. So I think this is another great matchup for him. So make sure you go after Taysom Hill. Another guy I want to talk about is James White. I've kind of held off talking about James White. And I know there's a lot of really, we got Damian Harrison as the starting running back. He is the starting running back. James White really does a lot of the, obviously, third down and receiving. But Patriots have been playing behind a lot. So with that said, James White's actually turned around a lot of that. And he actually had a lot of the goal lines. He had 2 touchdowns last week. And for him, he's either going to amaze you with the PPR, right? 6 to 8 catches, or maybe get some goal line work. He's available in about 38% of most leagues, so you may want to grab him. Going against the Chargers this week. Chargers do not have a fantastic defense, so please make sure you go after James White. Next I have is Deebo Samuel. So Deebo Samuel is back from his injury, and he did an amazing job his first game back, right? He had 11 catches, 135 yards, just balled out. All right, Nick Mullins loved him, just looking his way left and right. And that says a lot. With Brandon Ayuk was out with coronavirus, IR, so that kind of hurt his, obviously targets. So that really amplified Deebo. But I think even when Ayuk comes back, Deebo's still the guy. He's the number one guy. He's available in about 44% of most leagues, so make sure you grab him. He's a great flex player. Maybe a good wide receiver too. Going against Buffalo this week. Buffalo can be hit or miss when it comes to defense. So I like Deebo Samuel a lot. I also have Robert Tonyan as a good tight end option. A lot of people actually did pick him up last minute. And he actually put up 17 points for you guys who did. 5 catches, about 65 yards and a touchdown. So he rewarded you by picking him up. He's available about 39% of most leagues. So Robert Tonyan is a good pickup. I don't always mention him in the starting videos, but he's a very hit or miss guy like most tight ends this season, right? He can either have an amazing game or he can have a 2-catch, 10-yard dud, and you're like, why did I pick him in the lineup? So beware that. But they are going against, Philly coming up, and I think Philly, they struggle a lot just in general. They have a good defense, but it's Aaron Rodgers, all right? Aaron Rodgers, if he wants to feed Tonyan, he's going to feed Tonyan, okay? So he's a good pickup for you guys. As far as kicker goes, I've got Jason Myers as a great option for you. Going against Seattle, he's a Seattle kicker going against Giants this upcoming week. Jason Myers is a good 8 to 10 points for almost every single week as a kicker, and that's a very solid kicker. He might even have some more because Giants do have a pretty good defense. They're about middle of the pack, and Seattle's kind of struggled offensively, so I like Jason Myers a lot. He's available, again, about 51% of most leagues, so if you need a kicker or maybe stream kickers, he's a good option this week. And if anybody streams any defensive teams, I do have Green Bay as a great defensive streaming team as the number 1 option for this week. Going against Philly, like I said, Philly has offensively struggled. They're horrible. Their offensive line is struggling. And Green Bay has actually done a really good job lately, and they've been really rushing the passer. So I actually like Green Bay a lot this week. They're available in about 54% of most leagues. So I want to mention some notables. So I've got Ryan Fitzpatrick as a great notable. Obviously, it's based off of Tua's injury. If Tua is still out, Fitzpatrick is a great option. Going against Cincinnati, that's easy. He's available in about 80% of most leagues, so make sure you grab him. Next, I have Cam Akers for the Rams. So Cam Akers, he had a great game. Henderson still had more carries than him, but Akers actually turned him into something. Henderson just struggled. He just not look himself ever since he came back from his injury. Akers I like a lot, and I might see some increases, right? I like it a lot. Pick him while he's hot. Grab him when he's available, of course. He's available in about 70% of most leagues, so make sure you get him. So I have Latavius Murray. So this is an interesting, right? So Murray really just wowed everybody this past Sunday. And of course, all those Kamara owners were like, what is going on? Ever since Hill's come in, Kamara's kind of struggled, and Murray's done a really good job. Latavius Murray is somebody I would absolutely handcuff if you're an Alvin Kamara owner. But I think he's a good pickup just in case, even if you're not a Kamara owner. I think he's somebody you might want to hold on to the bench just in case. I wouldn't say just start him unless you absolutely need to. But I like Latavius Murray, especially try to steal him away from anybody else just in case something happens with Kamara, or if they start transitioning the offense where Murray's kind of the, maybe pound 1-2 punch, and then you've got Kamara on the offensive receiving side. So I like Murray a lot. He's available in most leagues, so make sure you grab him. I have Ito Smith for the Falcons. Everybody thought Brian Hill was going to be the guy with Todd Gurley out, and we looked crazy. Okay, Ito Smith actually did a lot of the work for the Falcons, and there's still a possibility that Gurley is going to be out again. So Ito Smith is absolutely the running back you got to grab. Again, can I fully trust him? Not quite yet. We'll see how things go and what news happens this week. But Ito Smith is definitely the better option than I would say Brian Hill. Ito Smith's available about 99% of leagues. Okay, nobody thought of him, right? Everybody thought it was going to be Hill. Next, I have Kiki QT from the Texans. So the reason why? Fuller. Darn you, Fuller. So Fuller, of course, if you don't know, is now suspended for 6 games due to, obviously, PEDs. He says he was not aware of it. He went to a doctor for something to try to obviously keep himself healthy, things like that. Was unaware of what he took. But it is what it is. Right now, he'll probably do an appeal. He's not going to win it. Those things never win. He's out for the rest of the season and the first game of next season. So Will Fuller is done. So I put Kiki in here because I think with all the injuries that are happening, they let go of Kenny Stills. You really just have Brandon Cooks. That's it. So he's a good wide receiver 2 option for Deshaun. I wouldn't say he's a Will Fuller type. He'll get some gadget plays. He'll get some good points. I think a good solid. I'm going to predict a good 10 to 15 range, I think, for him almost every week, right? Depending on matchup, might be a little higher, maybe a little lower, but I like him a lot. Available in about 99% of leagues. Again, nobody expected Fuller to be out for the rest of the season. Make sure you grab him. And then I have Denzel Mims. This is more of a sleeper kind of thing for week 13. Going against Las Vegas. You saw how Atlanta did. Las Vegas struggled big time. And Mims, with Darnold, back in, Mims actually looked really good. He's available in about 83% of most leagues. And I expect him to kind of see some increase there. So make sure you go after him. So next I have is Trey Burton. So Trey Burton for the Indianapolis Colts. He's really kind of hit or miss, but he has been doing amazing work for them. And really, again, we're so thin at the tight end position. I would absolutely go after him. He's available about 40% of most leagues. I know a lot of people don't completely trust him. But again, he's a good streamer. Going against Houston right now, Houston does a horrible job against the tight end position. So I like him a lot. Then I got Kyle Rudolph. This is all based off of Irv Smith being out. So if Irv Smith Jr. is still out, Kyle Rudolph is a great option. He actually has been hitting double digits since Irv has been out. Going against Jacksonville, not a great defense. So he's a good streaming tight end this week, again, if Irv Smith is out. So make sure you pay attention to that. Keep up with the news on that. As far as some kicker options go, because I know you guys always ask for that. So I got Graham Gano, the Giants kicker versus Seattle. Giants do some moving down the field, and obviously with the news of Daniel Jones being out, really affects their offense a lot. So if they are able to move down the field any bit, Gano's a great option. He's been doing a really good job recently. I also have Tyler Bass for the Buffalo Bills going against San Francisco. And, that Buffalo Bills offense, man, it's completely changed the second half, right? Josh Allen isn't the way he was. Stephon Diggs struggled on Sunday. But the one bright light has been Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass has done an amazing job. Double digits the past few weeks. I like him a lot. He's available in about 79% of the leagues. Make sure you grab him. And as far as some good other defensive options, I got Kansas City. Kansas City's done a great job. Their defense is starting to pick up a lot. Doing amazing work there. They're going against Denver. Who knows what's going to happen with Denver? Obviously, most of those quarterbacks are going to be cleared, with obviously this craziness happening. So I do expect them back, but still, Denver's not a great offensive team. In Kansas City, last time they actually played against them, Kansas City defense, special teams, had 23 points. I would absolutely grab them. They're available about 55% of the leagues. Then the last guy I want to talk about as far as defense, Miami, man. Miami is doing amazing work down there. I know a lot of people are like, kind of hit or miss with the quarterback situation that's going on, but Miami defense has done a really good job. They're going against Cincinnati. Cincinnati obviously is struggling. They're available about 23% of most leagues. I know it's not a lot, but this is the one person, team, player, whatever you want to call it, is somebody I absolutely want to get. So if they're available, grab the Miami defense, okay? So thank you guys for watching this Week 13 waiver wire video. Again, this is the last week, so everything I put in here I hope will help you guys, whether it be fill-ins, those 2 bye weeks, 2 bye teams that we've got, and of course maybe some injuries or Will Fuller. So I hope this helps you guys a lot. Obviously, let us know, again, your favorite team. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you can be part of that giveaway we've got. Also, comment down below if there's any other players that you think that would have been some good waiver wire pickups that I didn't mention. And let us know how you're doing this season. Let us know where you are in your hopeful playoff journey, right? We're 1 week away. So let us know where you are. Maybe this is the week that clinches it for you, or maybe this is just another week in the NFL season. So again, thank you guys so much, and I'll check you out on the start sit video. Thank you.